Though the US imposed a ban on Huawei a year ago, the company is well positioned to continue to lead in the coming 6G era. So far, both Japan and the US lag behind China in terms of 5G development and deployment, and both countries are pouring money into 6G development. Do you know how advanced Huawei's communication technology is? When 5G has not yet become popular in the world, Huawei has once again become the world's number one with the largest number of 6G patents. How did Huawei make it? On September 15, 2020, the US officially cut off Huawei from all suppliers whose products contain US technologies, prompting many media to speculate then whether Huawei, which has been reliant upon chip imports, can survive such a ban. Yet, against all odds, Huawei's business performance exceeded market expectations, and the company is even ready to put China at the forefront of 6G wireless technology development. In fact, in defiance of a US crackdown on the Chinese tech giant, founder and CEO Ren Zhengfei told employees to break limits in the sky and set global standards for the emerging industry. It also signals the company's resilience despite a year-long US ban. Before communication networks entered the era 5G, most of the modern communication patents were indeed controlled by giants such as Qualcomm, Ericsson, and Nokia. However, with the decline of Nokia and Ericsson, Huawei has become the largest holder of 5G patents in the world, and China's 5G industry has always been in the forefront of the world. Moreover, Huawei has become the most skilled and most affordable 5G network and equipment supplier in Europe, the UK and Canada, Australia, and around the world. So, after making such high achievements in the 5G field, how did Huawei develop 6G under the comprehensive US sanctions? How did it create the 6G legend? What major changes will it bring to our lives? What might the future 6G world look like? Hi! Welcome to TechTeller. Before we start today's video, please subscribe to our channel, which is the encouragement that we can create more videos. Okay, let's move on to today's topic. Rotating Huawei CEO Xu Zhijun has predicted that 6G will enter market around 2030. Is it possible? Okay, let's take a look. When Huawei unveiled its 6G plans, it aimed to launch 6G products around 2030. The target was not changed, but the barriers to achieving such a goal are becoming more notable. The company's rotating chairman Eric Xu Zhiju in a recent book preface discussed the obstructions. According to Xu, 6G has a more complicated technology environment than 5G, with the impact likely to come from multiple technologies like cloud computing, blockchain, and big data. He disclosed that Huawei started investment in 6G research in 2017 when it was pushing 5G commercialization. Huawei will define 5.5G and research 6G at the same time in the next few years, and it is a test of the whole industry's imagination and creativity whether 6G can surpass 5G and 5.5G technologies, Xu wrote. Inevitably though, the shadow of geopolitical uncertainties hanging over the research and development of 6G technologies may still lead to the exclusion of Huawei from overseas markets in 6G products. While the US and China are already fighting for 6G dominance, most of the world is yet to experience the benefits of a 5G network. Analysts have been saying it for a while now, that if political tensions worsen, it's also possible that 6G will have two sets of standards instead of one, which may, in turn, increase the costs of connectivity and bring losses to global companies. Overall, years of acrimony under the Trump administration have no doubt hit Chinese technology companies hard, but that hasn't stopped the country from emerging as the leader in 5G. China has the world's largest 5G footprint, and, despite multiple attempts by the US to take it on, Huawei towers over rival 5G vendors globally, mostly by offering attractive prices. China has started research on 6G very early. In December 2021, the University of Science and Technology of China developed Hertz Communications. Besides, at the beginning of 2022, Tsinghua University also completed a key 6G trial. In a word, all the top universities and research institutions in China have started the research and development of 6G, and have made breakthroughs in 6G technology one by one. In terms of 6G patent applications, China has become the world's largest owner of 6G patents. A statistic from August 2021 shows that China's 6G patents account for 40.3% of the world's total, far exceeding the 35.2% of the United States, while Japan's share of only 9.9%, followed by Europe with 8.9% and South Korea with 4.2%. In terms of technology development and application, Huawei has established a 6G R&D laboratory very early, and has made progress in hardware and information antenna research. In terms of software, Huawei has begun to use artificial intelligence deep learning, which is widely used in 6G communications. China makes such brilliant achievements in the 6G field mostly because of Huawei's contributions. At the same time, it is precisely because of Huawei's strength that the United States began to embargo Huawei's chips, setting up layers of obstacles for Huawei. So far, the sanctions of the embargo on chips have not been cancelled. Although overseas business has been temporarily put on hold, Huawei has applied for a large number of technical patents for more than 10 years of research and development, including China's ZTE and other communication giants, all hold many 5G patents, and Huawei has also ranked first in the number of patents for several consecutive years. So, what might the future 6G world look like? Xu Zhijun, the rotating chairman of Huawei, has publicly stated that 6G is 50 to 100 times faster than 5G. The download speed of 6G technology can reach 1 terabyte per second, which means that dozens or hundreds of high-definition movies can be downloaded in 1 second. Compared with 5G, 6G is a combination of satellites, ground base stations, and marine base stations to provide comprehensive information coverage of sea, land, and air. Whether it is in the remote South Pole or the vast desert and no man's land, network communication there can be achieved. At the same time, the form of 6G information interaction will be further improved. It is the notion of the Internet of Senses, whereby people might be able to smell, feel, and taste things within a digital world. Humans can use VR, AR, MR, and other devices to interact with information through holographic communication, which means that human vision, hearing, touch, smell, taste, and emotions can be mobilized through various devices. You can experience the coldness of Antarctica from thousands of miles away. At the same time, humans can learn, make friends, entertain, and even fall in love in a virtual environment. Generation after generation of network technology continues to develop, and many countries are trying to be the first to occupy a place in 6G. But don't forget, before the development of 6G, 5G must be done well, because there is never the possibility of crossing the network era. China's 5G is already ahead of the world. With the construction of more and more base stations in China, the coverage area is more and more extensive, which means that the layout of China's 6G will be easier and faster, and greater breakthroughs will be made. From lagging behind to leading, China's unremitting efforts in telecommunications will eventually be an important part of China's rejuvenation. And for the United States and Japan, which want to catch up with China, I am afraid it is not that easy. Okay, that's all for today. Please put your comments below, and share your insightful ideas. I am Tech Teller, the person to tell you the opinions that worth spreading every day. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Your precious time with us is highly appreciated. See you.